Everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I am Count Christo. This is, I was going to say Terra Invicta. I said that a lot lately. This is Songs of Six. We are building up our grain manufacture. That's the idea right now. Where are the pigs living? Here, right? Yeah. So that's not really the ideal place for them to live. I think we're gonna relocate the pigs over here instead, and we're gonna go up to 20 of them, I think. Well, no, let's go straight to 25. So let's fit this in like that, because that lets there continue to be a kind of little coastal road for any lizards that want to walk the coast. Cool. Yeah, these should be wooden houses. We are a little short on wood. Let's we're doing a lot of building lately. Let's add another couple of our tilapis to woodcutting, which they will love. It should make their happiness better. Good. How many of you guys we got waiting to come in? Yeah, we'll let a couple in early. That's fine. Yes, I think we're going to try and go to 25 Crotonians. But we're also going to find that we have lots of work available for Dundorians in the immediate future. Yeah, we are out of workforce, so I'll let in some more Dundorians. Only 2 Dundorian houses right now. Got to keep that in mind. Need to set up some new ones of those. Maybe back here. Houses take very little upkeep, so I'm okay with slightly overbuilding on Dundorian housing, I think. But yes, the bakery looking good. So yes, it's trying to consume a bunch of stuff right now. But obviously, we haven't got any of it yet. Because the farm is not done. Yes, needs grain to complete. Except this handout. You surely need it more than we do. Well, I would like the metal, but I'd rather have you never bother me. Slaver, no interest. Okay. So the Crotonians, we've also been slightly struggling to keep happy. But once we start having a large portion of them employed in the fields, they love it. They absolutely love it. So that should be helpful. People are taking some shortcuts across to this loo. Let's facilitate that. And then let's also pave the area around the loo. Seems good to me. It should be ideally evenly on each side. Loo is a prestigious building. We'll replace that with something cooler at some point. How is the lavatory access, by the way? We're completing an undertaking. We want to give you a bunch of stuff. Nope. Push off. Yeah, so the load on that one is 100%. So we could do with another one of those. Let's copy it. Actually, if we're going to build it, let's build one up here, which is designed to meet the needs of the new Crotonian workforce up here. That way, we will be able to make it out of mud. Which they will like. Hang on, do they prefer wood or mud? Remind me. Once I remember all these things, we'll be able to I'll just stop checking, but for now I feel a need to check. Yeah, they do prefer wood, okay. So yeah, a nice little wooden latrine. Can I fit it in here? Not really. How about along here? Again, not really. Not without like serious isolation problems. Put it back here. Get rid of this. Build another import depot in pretty short order if we need to. Chunk. Yeah, let's put it like that. If we're gonna have 25 people, maybe I should just start trusting the game's guess as to how many these things can handle. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea. It's a slightly underdo it, maybe. And then get some full basin access. Maybe 20. Yeah, no, that's fine. Door at the top here. Another door there. No, I don't like that, actually. Take out those basins. Remove the doors. Give me basins in the middle. There. And a door at top and bottom. Good. That did I want it to do? Yes, I think it did. Good. There we go. So this is ready for building. It just needs grain. Right, and we also need a warehouse up here, which I'll put here to start with, though it might migrate north as time goes on. It should be made out of wood again, because it's going to mostly be used by piggy boys. We should try and work out like what the best layout for these things are. It's going to be accessed from up here and the side to start with. So something like this. But maybe that is still superior. Not sure. I guess I could do that and then also that. It looks pretty good. But then could I get more in if I did that? That's 972 versus 891. Yeah. So that kind of works. Kind of works. Something like that, maybe? That seems fine. Alright, so you access this. Oh, I wanted to accessible from the top, didn't I? Well, yeah, I think that's okay. I know I'm overthinking it. Trust me, I know. But let's do door there, there, there. Can't handle 3 doors on this thing. You kidding me? All right, just here and here then. No, the crate thing is annoying me. Let's take those out. Put one like that. There we go. Same storage space. Door there, door there. Okay. Good. And then we need another one over here, which will feed directly into the bread place. And I'm actually going to have 2 warehouses for the bread storage, I think. So the only point of this warehouse is they have somewhere local to put the grain. But then this one is just, so this doesn't actually need to be this big, does it? But that's okay. Over big warehouses are not that big a deal. But we're going to put a pretty big warehouse over here. This is so excessive. But it's kind of, it just feels good to build it, you know, in a way that's going to be kind of sustainable, if you know what I mean. So again, we want this to be accessible. I want people to be able to walk in down that line, basically. So let's put that there. Against the wall. This can be far long against the wall, that's fine. And then they need to be able to walk out. The idea is that grain, and by extension bread, is our kind of fallback meal. You know, if all else is in trouble, if no one else got me, I know that bread got me. That's the idea here. I'm trying to leave some walking space in the middle so that people can pass through it more easily, but I don't really know if that's actually a thing. Big double doors here where the the grain rather comes into the building, and then access at the bottom. And yeah, I know this is over the top, but we'll build another one. And then down here, much smaller because bread spoils much faster. Yeah, much faster. We have a little funny shaped bread storage thing, just to kind of fit the mountain. Just because that seems kind of fun. Dog just made a very funny noise. Yeah, like that. 2 doors into there and 1 door out of the mountain at the bottom. And this is going to be a nightmare to fit crates into. But that's okay. I have dug my own grave on that one. We'll do that. Yeah, this is a little. It's a bad shape. Don't get me wrong. I know. Okay, don't build them there. Build them there. And then I can build one here and one here and one here. I do like this part of Songs of Sticks. Building the truly heinously shaped things. Oh, I made it out of wood. No. It's a stone. Thank you. And then if we cancel just that little bit of wall, I think it's going to leave it a little bit isolated potentially, but I do want to refurb this because this should be made out of stone. Not grand stone. Did I make it out of grand stone by mistake? No. Okay, just cancel that bit of wall. Hope it has enough isolation. Alright, cool. Get the warehouses built. And then we need to start worrying about logistics. Oh, that does look kind of good, actually. Just nuzzled into the corner there. This is a bread warehouse. Don't pull from anywhere. This is the place that is pulled from. This is a grain warehouse. Again, don't pull from anywhere. Where's it gone? Grain. Nice, all built out. This is another grain storage, and it pulls from here. Now I don't know. The warehouse is closed to outsiders. No one will use it for a source for goods. I don't know exactly what I do here. So fetch. When enabled, warehouse workers will fetch odd resources from the ground. Yeah. All right, farm's going up. Nice. As soon as that's finished being built, I will cancel the main, grab stuff off the ground order. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Cancel those, cancel those. Do it up here as well. Cancel those. Good. Now I should see no one leaving the settlement for a while. There we go. All planted up. Nice. And we are, of course, out of itinerant workers, but we can let more Cretonians in. And let's actually, yeah, our first ever auto. Auto up to 25 Cretonians, please. We're going to need to try and keep them happy. Because Cretonians are great. Species times 6.5. Ah, right, I haven't told the Dundorians to stay the heck away from the fields. Stop that. Don't do any farming unless there is nobody else to be found, which might already be what's going on here, but you guys, grain farming is actually more important than the rest of your jobs. So go be the grain farmers so we can see the species skill climb here. New title has been bestowed upon your name. Training ground and stockades and slavers have been unlocked. We can have more immigration. Or maybe immigration arrives faster. Not totally certain what that modifier actually denotes. Skills climbing. 70. Why is 72? I guess this is skill applied this cycle. Yeah, skills are boosted have been put into the farm during the cycle. Okay, there we go. Species up to 1.5 now. Nice. Already up to 17 Cretonians moving in here. Nice, nice. And the bakery can come online soon. Obviously, we've got to wait for our first harvest. Estimated harvest per year, 262. That sounds wrong. How many farmers was this meant to take, by the way? If I refurbish it, it will destroy the room, won't it? So maybe I should just trust the workload is too high. Let's try going to 4 and see what the workload looks like. Yeah, as long as the workload is not 100%, then pretty good. It looks like harvest to me. Are they harvesting? Is the grain ready? No, that was planting. Okay, fair enough. It is spring, now I think about it. Yeah, workload is 100%. Yeah, they're not quite getting the work value filled, so we will allow them 6 workers. Maybe we'll expand it in the fullness of time, but got to make sure we're getting all the work done there. Yatta's still keeping pace. Yes. Good. Pretty much. Ah, not able to repair the cobblestone road that I put in between in between our roundness makers. Fair enough. Speaking of roundness makers, actually, the only people that should ever need to go over here are piggy boys. So let's give them a little roundness decoration. There we go. Because we know they love that. And then maybe the same on top. There we go. And then some more like that. There we go. And then that should... That looks kind of cool with it being a ceiling, technically. Did that work? No, because it's a ceiling, which is not what I wanted. I wanted a wall. Overwrite? No, don't overwrite, just convert. Okay, I'll just do it there. Let's do it the slow way. There we go. They do like roundness, right? After doing all that. Now it occurs to me. You, environment. Yes! You get a whole point from roundness. It's pretty good. Doesn't radiate very far, unfortunately. I could have laid that out better to allow for more roundness decorations, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. 444 grain. Okay. Bakers, do your work. Let's auto up to 25 Dundorians. And here we go. Look at that. 0.2 bonus. 1.2 bonus, rather, from the species. They're cranking out bread. Nice. Already being carried away to be eaten. Good. So the food vendors will go and fetch it. Presumably this food vendor will struggle. But no one who lives down here that close to down here really likes bread. And you guys don't really like bread either, do you? So the bread mostly being available up here that's close enough, I think. The central fish storage, I don't really know. Did I never... Oh, this thing is not signed. You are a fish warehouse and with no fish in you. Let's put some fish in you, some wood, so that it's nearby for the hearth. Anything else that these guys need right now? I don't think so. Like, I haven't given them any furniture. Ah, yeah, fruit. You should have some fruit. It might be worth starting using warehouse workers. Get them topped off. But as long as you have odd jobbers, I'm not really sure why you would. Actually employees, target employees. When you say target unemployed people. Yeah, but why use delivery people when you can just have odd jobbers do it? That's my question. Not sure. How do you feel about cobbled roads, by the way, fishy boys? They don't dislike them, but they don't particularly like them. Well, cobbled roads are the ones you move fastest on, so actually I think cobbled roads are going to win out on this little section here. Because that will help us take stuff to the fishy boys faster. To and from the fishy boys. So let's cobble road this whole section. And then maybe connect up like this. Maybe up a bit here and then turn at an angle. Good stuff. With a little 3x3 just for the diagonal. Then you don't need some of these. Good. And then we will remove this old road. Ah, who's starving? You, simply because you've just arrived. Okay. Not a problem. Right, I let up to 25 of these guys arrive. We don't actually have jobs for up to 25 of them, but now that some of them have the jobs, they're looking pretty chuffed regardless. Yeah, much more fulfillment from jobs on them these days. Alright, remove all this old road. Out with the old. In with the new. remove that whole section back there. Okay. Boom. Done. Alright, remove that. Try and neaten things out here a bit. Good. So is the grain stock holding? That's the question. I think it's about to be harvested. The workload is low. But sometimes it's high when it needs harvesting. That's okay then. So I'm imagining that a lot of our bread is getting munched. But I mean, okay, when we're producing, we are producing more than we need, which is what I expected. So it's good that that's going according to plan. Nice. Now we could look into training grounds. The problem with that is there's not really any point training people. Oh, hang on, here we go. So our army, security. Our security is now 96%. It's being lowered by our riches, and nothing is adding it. Looks like your cruelty multiplicatively increases it, as the titles, potentially, and reputation. Your garrison and technology and vassals can additively add to it. Okay, so having vassals on the world map can make it so you don't have to worry about getting raided because they act like buffer states. Look, I like this decoration, by the way, because it gets the little trees growing between it. It's fun. It's fun. I'm gonna try and make room to build more of those in the future. Oh yes, right. Wasn't I building another loo? Yeah. So how's the loo load? Looking good. 25%. Yeah. So the green bar is how much more availability they have. Yeah. So we've got plenty of room in the lavatories. Yeah. So now we are up to 25 Gretonians. Yeah. Less happy now that less of them are employed. Fair enough. Are you? It says the load is 100%, but the available service. Let me just speed up time here and then keep my eye on this. It says the load is 100%, but the available services never get near 0. So I don't really understand that. People are walking a relatively far distance to get to it, though. So maybe I should build another one up in the north. Just copy it, rotate it. Oh, you can just hit R to rotate it. Very nice. Let's throw one down, maybe inside. Can you build trees inside? Let's put it just outside. This is when the dwarves want to come and hear the news from the outside world. They hop out here and hear the tales. I like that. I like that a lot. Cool. To hear the Gretonians tell the tales of their farming exploits. So we're gaining grain. We're gaining bread. Nice. Which now means that you guys should be loving life on food preference. Yeah, up to 72%. Not full because you don't have mushrooms. Fine. Okay, but yeah, this place, yeah, load's still okay here, and it's got plenty of bread and stuff. Nice. Load on the shrine is still not too bad. Now we could put up more shrines. So a shrine to Craterism for the Gretonians. That seems only polite. Let's do that. They're contributing great stuff to us right now. You know what? I have such great respect for your god. I will actually clear part of the ocean in order to fit in his shrine. Their shrine? Don't know what the gender of their god is. There we go. We'll do this to make it look a tiny bit less inorganic. Maybe I should put a tree here as well. Have a tree. Tree at each side of the shrine. A road there. Nice. Now the Gretonians have somewhere to worship. Should see this go to yeah, pretty high. So what did you guys get on on shrines? Not crazy high. So what's your kind of quality? Your quality is 33%. Okay, and the next upgrade will be 66, and the final upgrade will be 100. That's fine. Now, since we've given those 2 shrines, Alfie boys, seems only fair. Oh, you're actually also Kratorists. Followers of Krator. Alright, fine. We'll let you go worship up here. How about you lot? You guys are kind of spread, but mostly Shlamor. Fine. So we do not have enough fruit. That's for sure. As we have increased the amount of Gritonians, there's no shot that we're making enough. So 1 full harvest right now is giving us, let's call it 150. And right now every day we're eating, well, when we had enough, we were eating kind of 20 a day. Sorry, these aren't days, are they? These are 4-day periods, but... wait, is that right? No, these are single days. These are single days. Okay, so if I'm making 150, and we need 20 a day, and we harvest, it looks like once every 16 days. Yeah, we harvest once a year. This is, yeah, once every 16 days. 16 times 20 years, 320. We need to slightly more than double the amount of fruit production that we have right now. Okay. That being the case, let's just do that. So this has room for 3, right? Let's make room for 4 workers, I think is going to be the ideal here. And maybe we fit here, here. Yeah. Good. And then closer to the river. Close to the river as we can get it. Can I go there? Not quite. Here. Yeah. Yeah. Nice and fertile down here. So that's really good. Okay, need to keep getting bigger than this. I think... yeah, I can fit here and here, can't I? Yeah, nice. Do you like the... there's a zen to building in Songs of Six. Just fitting things in. It's nice. There we go, that's 4 workers. Wait, but that's our current needs. We should allow a little for future growth. And I'm sure specializing is more efficient in various ways. It would certainly let you use your technology more efficiently, because you could just invest all your tech in, you know, boosting up one particular thing. But this is fun, and that's what video games are for. So, I'm content. 6 more workers, which means we will need some more Telepis. I really wish you could manually do this, but I guess as the size of your place grows, it doesn't make much difference. So no one else should be allowed to do fruit orchards. I don't want people mixing with the cannibalistic elves. For fairly obvious reasons, I would say. It's in the name. It's got some fruits. You could just wait for the next time the fruits are available from this one, which is pretty soon by the look of it. So, I think that's fine. Yeah, there we go. It's already being built. Boom. I love going on full speed and watching it get built so quickly. It's fun. We'll let some more in until we have this place fully stocked with employees and consequently fruit. There we go. So all these places... No, sorry, the woodcutters. How many Telepis do I need now? We're at 6. Only 3 on that first work. Okay. 9. And these are 10, so 19. Close enough to 25. I'm going to auto it to 25. Cool. So our grain... holding relatively steady now. Yeah, I mean, obviously it dips each year, but as long as it gets back up at the end of the year, that's fine. So this warehouse is not taking grain from this warehouse because the fetch orders are not carried out except by deliverymen. That is my hypothesis. Let's add a deliveryman. Yep. He is lightninging back and forth to make sure it's all over here instead. Okay, good. Which will make our bakery more efficient because the bakers won't have to move as far. Speaking of making our bakers more efficient, let's throw some roads in the doorways. I often forget that you can actually have roads in doorways. Let everyone move a bit faster, and then yeah, this whole internal area where the Dundorians live, we can get nice and paved. Okay, people still not perfectly happy. What's happened to the Dundorians? Ah, it's just the addition of more other people, I guess. And your road preference stats not exactly crushing it. Okay. Now, should we be exporting? I don't know. Tonians are loving life. We need to make the Dundorians a bit happier, and the Talapis, because I'm about to bring in some Guthimris, which are not popular, and also bringing in more people will just, you know, overall increase everybody's angst. But we're bringing them in to do things that will reduce people's angst, so that's good. So what else could we do? We haven't got any noble titles yet, have we? Maybe they'd feel happier if they were more secure. We could invent bathhouses. They seem to be... Everyone's pretty keen on bathhouses. Or barbers. I have a fair amount of odd jobbers right now. So... Can I... Yeah, here we go. We have 15 odd jobber Dundorians right now. Okay, that's why they're unhappy. It's because they're not employed. Yeah, look at this. Very bad fulfillment, very bad employment. There's lots of points on the table in employment. Okay, let's focus on that. So the way we focus on that is we give them some smithing and some smelting and all that good stuff to do, which is fine. But first, let's handle the Talapis. So Talapis, you're all employed and you love your jobs. Good. Your religion, you've got some good shrines. They're not so happy about the fact that there is some... well, so it's only the five... It's only the 5 Shamalors amongst them who are unhappy about that. What else can I do with your environment? You dislike noise, presumably? Yeah. Hindered slightly by walls. I don't really know what noise you're suffering from. I guess probably the pastures are a bit noisy. You could do with some more harmony. That's relatively easy to help with. Let's work on boosting the harmony in this area. So yeah, some more trees. What else do we have that emits harmony right now? Some flower beds. Sure. We'll let me... Oh, here we go. Dotting around their round bits. Perfect. Dot some flower beds in here. That looks nice. I'd rather it was a bit more symmetrical, like... There we go. That looks good. And then... They like their road access. Okay, but they're going further now, so... Should build this road. And we'll cut through the mountain to give them good road access all the way down to different parts of this. Chunk as needed. Now if we speed things up, yeah, the harmony emission from these is not that strong. There's a big tree. Big trees are what they need. I could put a big tree here and then have the road go round it. I kind of like that. And then we can have the road, yeah, go on all sides of it. Spread it out a bit. Call this tree square. Nice. It's got a bit of harmony coming out. Now this area down here, not very harmonious. They don't like that they're living so close to the mountain. Fair enough. You aren't dwarves. We'll chuck down a couple of trees. We'll dig out sections of the mountain just to put some nice, pretty trees for the elves. Seems good. If we plow through getting those built, I think that should, yeah, spread harmony pretty nicely over most of their home area. Good, and then I think if we just touch up, looks like they're walking around here a fair amount. I guess when they're on their way to this square. So let's connect this up with some roads a bit. Hopefully get them some better road access there. How you feeling about that, Talapis? Let's give him some time to adapt to it, but yeah, harmony is a bit better. Not much. What were they at before I started building? Harmony, kind of 1. And now they're more like 1. Okay, maybe that didn't do much. Yeah, they're really not that chuffed. What else could we do that might be more impactful than just harmony? What kind of services do you need? You are not happy with the quality of your loos. It's understandable. Maybe barbers are a good one. Just throw everyone a barber. Get a little of that going. Is it under health? No. Religion? No. Oh, you have to invent them. Okay. Oh, we can't do that. It costs tools and rare stone. Refined stone. Certainly not going to do that. Their food preference is looking much better now. Ah, they just got access back to fruit. Okay. That should make them quite a bit happier. We do have 112 food days stored. I'm going a little bit overboard on food production. That's good, it gives us room to grow. They like, what drink do they like? Neither? No, they like wine, okay. The difference between this and this is not... Hey, it doesn't exist. That one is like a tiny bit bigger because it's their preference, but that really looks very similar to me, but... We're still not getting enough fruit. We'll have to see. Oh, of course, the bottom one hasn't actually come online yet. It's just that we happen to get the boost from the top one. Now, this one I think I made exactly for 5, didn't I? Was it 5 or 6? I think it was 6. Let's leave it at 6. What else do you guys want? In government, you want us to be richer. You could do with some law. You know what? That's a good idea. We haven't dealt with law yet. We have no prisoners. But getting some law wouldn't be the worst idea. I think I have to invent stuff for that. No, you can do guard. Can you do guard posts without inventing stuff? I think you can. Why am I doing this when I said I was going to do mining, by the way? No one asked that question. I'm just telling you. Because we need these guys to be happy. Otherwise, if I add a bunch more population, we're going to need quite a lot of these guys to mine, I think. Then the elves get even more unhappy by the presence of other people. The elves are one of the hardest to keep happy. We'll probably have some non-elf. Well, no. It's really annoying when you try and split species farming duties. Because there'll be some elfish... So if we used piggy boys to do pastures here and here, there's no way to tell the pigs which one to go to. At least I don't think there is. So, kind of difficult. Okay, so to make you guys happier... I could give you more furniture. Like, you're the ones making the leather. How much? What's our leather surplus? We're making 10 and using, like, basically none of it. It's just using... We only ever use it for clothes. I'm seeing 0 consumed all the way back here. What? Have we not made any clothes lately? It won't make that much difference. What else is big here? You like being in the army and having archery training. You like it when we store more meat. Okay. We could increase our meat storage, but the problem is... Do we have any free of them right now? No, so... I mean, I could add 2 more workers, which would take them to 25. And by in doing so, increase the pasture size. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, let's refurbish this. Keeping it going on the jank angle. I want to make it have room for 2 more people. So we need 7. That's right. I can add 5 and 2. Alright, so we're going to need to extend it out couple of blocks this way, it looks like. Maybe 1.5. We'll just try and keep it the same shape. Not quite even. A bit more. There we go. Up to 7 workers. Exactly. Cool. That built. And then by doing that, yeah, we'll increase our meat production. You know what else we could do, actually? Yeah, I should do this. Let's have one of them. We don't need this. So, yeah, how much leather do we need? So we're using 2 clothes per person. I have to imagine it degrades at the same rate, whoever's wearing it. Limited lifespan. 1 lasts about 10 days. We're giving 2 to each of our people. That's 200 clothes every 10 days. And our tailor produces 5 a day. Why do we have spare clothes? We don't. We're actually running out. Okay, good. Mystery solved. Add another Dundorian. And do we have plenty of stuff up here in this warehouse? Yes. Running short on wood in this warehouse, though. Maybe this is a warehouse that's actually quite important. Let's give that a delivery man. It's important that this one stays topped off so that the carpenter and tailor can continue working effectively. And actually, since they're going to be pulling from the meat warehouse down here, let's run a road down here. Go straight up a bit and then cut sideways to meet this tree. I like that the trees have seasonality to them. It's cool. There we go. And then, oh, hang on, we've got an alert popped up. What's this? Trapped. Oh, you dunderheads. Mine this out. There you go. So, what I was thinking is we should change one of these such that we have more meat production versus leather, because we're just wasting a lot of this leather right now. But we've also established that we actually need to increase our tailoring. And this is now consuming 12 a day. So actually we can't. We need more leather. Although, you know, there's one thing after another. Yes, I was supposed to be setting up tool production. I guess tool production would be really good because it would make everything more efficient. But yeah, we really ought to get onto tools now. But I really like watching the shadows through the doors. This game is really nicely built. Very, very good. We can't really expand the amount of tailoring we've got going on because we have not enough leather. So, I mean, what is currently being downgraded because we have a shortage of tilapis? Nothing? Oh, but possibly non-tilapis are coming to work. Some of these, maybe. Interesting. Not sure what's going on there. Why do I have so much storage of livestock? We definitely don't need that much livestock storage. Maybe we should start trying to get some money. Let's put up, because it would give everyone a little bit of a happiness boost as well. So let's export from down here. And let's export our livestock. Because we are almost always going to have an excess of it, and otherwise it's just spoiling. So let's start that selling. But I'm going to pay attention. You know, the patch is still playing on the beta. The patch is a little buggy at the moment. Price cap. The minimum price you're willing to sell it for. Yeah, literally whatever. You have no trade agreements for this resource. An agreement must be reached with a neighboring faction. It must be reached? I didn't know that. Hello. I'd like a trade. You and the faction become trade partners, which will allow you to automatically trade at better prices. Yeah. I would like to give you that. You get... No, you don't get these things. Hang on. Just become trade partners with me. They don't accept because... They don't, you know, they want more stuff. You could have some people. I offer you I offer you some livestock. No? Where's the... Oh, here we go. Right now they consider this to have a negative value. Okay, well, yeah. Have a bunch of livestock. And we have quite a lot of spare furniture. Have some spare furniture. There you go. Alright, trade agreements. And you, guys on the other side, same deal. I'd like to trade with you. I'll give you some furniture. Yeah, I love our furniture. Okay, so now we have some trade agreements. Just sell to... Make a custom order of this good. Make a speedy order of this good. No, just sell to either of them. You know, whoever's got the best... Whoever's got the best order. And export it. Yeah, fetch from the ground, that's fine. Now, how do I tell it how much to export? Pull from here when... Only pull when the storage is at 90%. There we go. The fact that the pull limit is not visible when you hover here is unfortunate, but it's a new system. This is the new logistics system that's been added. So let's see if that works. So they're selling some, but then they stop. Okay. Nice. And yeah, one guy's gonna be doing that, and we should slowly now start to make some money. Cool, which will make our guys a bit happier. But you guys are still frigging mad at me. Your access is tanking. Your food preference because you really like the meat. Alright, well... Who's currently eating this meat? Who else, rather, is currently eating this meat? Let's stop serving meat to the dwarves and humans up north and prioritize it being down here, which will let the elves get a larger share of it. So I'd like to see our money start growing. Did we get some just then? Yeah, there we go. Got 391 for selling some livestock. Cool. So our clothes are... I'm a little confused that they're still managing to trend up. They're only just trending up. So... Yeah, but we should start running out of leather. Whoa, what? I didn't know it did that. Look at this tooltip. That must be new. Or newish. Produced per day, consumed per day estimates? That's so good. Wow. So it doesn't do it for food, it looks like. It only does it for stuff with... Only does it for stuff that you're not eating. We, the ruler, see that you are trading with Unsonar. Sadly, it's not in our interest. I demand you end immediately. Well, who would we rather trade with? Is the question. The price on both of their markets appears to be going up. Who is the more valuable trade partner? Them. The guys that just made that demand. They are stronger, richer, have a larger population. Yeah. Okay. For now, I accept your demand. It lowers our price in the short term, but I think I want to stay on good terms with the more wealthy neighbor. So we got a lot of fruit stored. Let's up our fruit storage in this warehouse. And this warehouse actually, I was going to say should have some fruit storage. It does. And this one should as well, because we are using fruit here. You are not using fruit though. No, good. Where is your... Do I not have a Dundorian warehouse? I don't. I should definitely have a Dundorian warehouse. And maybe even we can... It's time to put a market in here, but... Let's put a new storage warehouse over here. And the idea is this stores the stuff that the Dondies need. Can you put these back to back like that? No. Should make it a bit bigger then. But remember, we're making this main road down there 3 wide. I think like that. It just looks good when you store stuff like this. Fuck anything else. Door on the left and door central. And then, yeah, I think we'd like a market over here. Especially for the Dundorians. Bit odd how you have to lay these out, but... And then this is going to store just the things that the Dundorians need. So, their food, which is fish and bread right now. And they are allowed furniture, and we will need wood in here as well. Okay. So, well, yeah, we'll have to... We'll play more with the logistics system in the future, but I think it might make sense to have, like, very specialized warehouses. So when you pull from something, you know what you're pulling out of there, I guess. But we'll see. Load looking okay on all these services still. Yeah, actors Love and Life. Wells looking fine. This one is actually getting a little bit high then, I think. When I first saw it, was it 70? Lose. Still working. Shrine's fine. I put a little up here? Yes, I did. Good stuff. Alright. The Tilapis. Still not happy. Still, he says. As if I actually did anything for them recently. They have full access to the market, but they do have to go up here to the market. But that's okay. The market is kind of... The market is shared right now. Well, I have some tech. So what could I invent that would have the biggest impact on their happiness? Bathhouses, basically. And we have some water near them. So... Did I just see that this place has some non-fish workers? No, I think that was just someone going for a swim. Okay, well, let's look at this then. Only 100 for this. Okay, yeah, let's unlock that. And then... The next thing we should probably unlock is, like, weapons. And then we can start having an army. But, yeah. Maybe some more husbandry would be good as well. It only costs 50. Alright, you know what? Give me 2 points of husbandry. I know it's only boosting 10 of our workers, which is not very efficient. But getting a bunch of extra, yeah, straight 20% boost on that. It helps secure our clothes supply. I'm still a little confused why we seem to be producing less than we are making, and yet we're staying stable on this. But I guess I shouldn't question it. Okay, so with baths unlocked, we need to start learning how the heck water works. So you set up pumps, which can send water places. But in the really short term, I can just send, because we live near the water, I can just say, hey, what's this? Moat emits dread. Pond. Pool. Place on fresh water allows your subjects to have a swim on hot days. A pond, likewise. What's the difference between a pond and a pool? Pool is much more expensive. And culverts let you go under things. And yeah, water pumps are how you irrigate like big farms now. But this place, it wouldn't get any benefit from being irrigated, I think. Yeah, because it already has... It just affects the fertility. Whereas these, I think, do want irrigating? No? No, what was it I saw that needed irrigating? Is it fruit orchards? The moisture. No, it's got plenty of moisture. Oh, what was it? I thought there was something I thought there was some food producing thing I saw recently that needed water. Anyway, yeah, so what was the specific needs that we're trying to meet here called? Like, how does it work? Bathhouses. Access and quality this subject group has can be improved by building more facilities, keeping them maintained, and also, in some cases, building them well. Okay. So what different things meet bathhouse needs? Because I would have thought that had to be, like, you know, a bathhouse, like used to exist, like in here. Yeah. So maybe I'm misunderstanding what need these will meet. Because isn't there there's like a swimming environment thing or population thing? Access. They love their housing. I could also give them some livestock, but again, the furniture just it's very expensive. Oh, pardon, like tourists. Right, yeah, I was thinking about law for them as well. They're looks like everyone is equally likes law. Alright, well let's not worry about it too much. Let's just build some and see what happens. A little pond here by the side of the river. Oh, this isn't a room. You can just build these. Okay. Yeah, a little pond here down the side of the river. And then, yeah, connect it in. Little road down to the pond. So let's see. It emits harmony. It's available for a swim. But I don't think it's going to meet people's bathhouse needs. I think you actually have to build specific bathhouses for that. I swear there was like access to swimming water, or swimming. Is it fresh water? They just like, some people just like fresh water. Battle, storage. Here we go, swimming. So yeah, these guys have plenty of access to swimming. Everybody does, but I think they had that before because they were just swimming in the lake. So we just got a little pond here. But hey, it emits some harmony. How much? It's actually quite a strong harmony emitter in its very local area. Oh yeah, look, everyone hopping in there for a swim occasionally. Nice. Okay, let's look into law. So we need guard posts. Oh no, guard posts cost refined metal. Oh no. Stockade. Hold apprehended and criminals before processing them. And a slaver. When caught, criminals and other prisoners are taken for temperament for their new career slaves. So we could do this and then just sell them all without actually keeping them ourselves. But guard posts are what we need. I can't believe it costs refined stone and things. Alright, we're going to have to just start doing the mining then. I think with tools, putting tools in the pastures would be really beneficial. It would help us out a lot with our meat supplies. And actually, we could do with bigger meat supplies. So what do you have down here that you don't need? Nothing. Okay, we're going to need to refurb this then. Let's make it bigger like this. I can't really make it bigger there, unfortunately. It's going to be the best way to fit the most stuff in here. Maybe like this. No, now you can't walk like that. So like this. And a door at the top. Remove some doors. It's hard to see, like, where are the doors? Take all the doors out. Ah, there's no doors. It's just because of the weird corner things that I'm doing on this building. That's right. Yeah, add walls in. Still on low isolation. Well, it doesn't really need access, actually, from low areas. We'll just eat the slightly increased isolation. No, it needs to have a door somewhere, okay. It doesn't recognize that these are part of the building. Probably because I could just do this. No? Okay. Maybe I've messed up this building by doing that. Put a door here. Seems good. Didn't increase the isolation, interestingly. Oh, because I built a second one. Nope, don't do that. I wanted to refurb this one. There we go. Okay, crates. Good, which means that I haven't messed up the area with my strange shape. That's good. Good. And we put that there, and that there, and then we can put a door. Well, it's already got doors at the bottom, but we'll put a door at the top here. It's still got more isolation room. Okay, we'll put another door there, and a door here. Good. Go ahead and build that. Slaver. No, thank you. So yeah, we could enslave people just to sell, but I particularly like the idea. Still some more meat. Greetings. Okay, here we go. Whoops, clicked off there. Hello, friend. We're the Last Defenders, a band of noble people. We come from a far-off land and our mission is to spread joy and peace to the whole of Six. As you well know, the world is full of shady people and opportunists. That's why we want to offer our services to protect you. Give us this small token of goodwill and no harm will come to you. They have a small force. We will pay up, because we haven't got an army yet, which takes a big hit on all of our resources and some money. But I think it's the right thing for us to do for now. But we are going to work towards the army once we get the metalworking sorted. Oh, they took all of my livestock. Outrageous. Outrageous indeed. You know what I'm going to do? It's a bit mean, but the Amalvis, you're really happy. I was going to say take away their furniture. They're already not getting any furniture. You know what else we could do? We have so much freaking food. You guys. I mean, you're eating meat, which we don't have a huge surplus of, but... Oh, I already had them on 2 food rations. Whoops. Didn't really mean to do that. I could put them on 3. But it's over. Good. I could put them on 3, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think that would be ill-advised. We'll just live with the fact that they're not super happy for a bit right now, I think. Storing more meat will make them happy. Let's increase max possible meat storage. Should be good. And the fact that we have the fruit now should cheer them up. Yeah, their food preferences is climbing. Good. Okay. So now, yes, we need to... I feel like our bread production is not huge. Consumption rate. That seems low. God, we're wasting so much manpower making food, I think. Where we could be... Look at this. We're making so many times more food than we need. Interesting. Let's... A drought! No! My grain. So that just kills all your existing grain crops, I believe, is what that event does. Or all of your farmable crops in general. Oh yeah, and it drops the moisture to 0. But not for very long. It's already back up. Okay, so we need to set up a mining colony over here. We don't need stone mining right now, but I will set up like a tiny stone mine just so that we have it for the future. So yeah, don't mine out the edge. Well, it doesn't really matter, actually, if we do mine out the edge. I was going to say don't mine out the edge because it gives more room for people to attack you from, but you know, right here they can already attack us, so... Okay, so remind me what you like, Garthimri, because you are the best miners. If we take a look here. At the Garthimri, we'll do the normal shenanigans. In terms of making sure they are not doing any other jobs. So they are great at mining. They have the best skill at it out of the base 6 species, and they have 50% fulfillment, where the Dundorians have 20 and everyone else has 0. People do not like mining, and they love mining stone, love mining gems, love mining Scythian ore, although the Dundorians like gem and Scythian ore mining as well. So you are my coal, ore, and stone miners, not in that order, or rather, yes, in that order. We could also have them make bait crawler. We could have them do some local bait crawler stuff. One thing that we should look into, I think long range logistics these days is it's quite important that you have the transports. They're quite expensive. You're gonna have to go 1200 and then 250 for extra carry capacity. And then transports. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, so excuse me. Oh, my mute key button didn't work. Sorry about that. I think the Garthimris are just going to have to live on their own. What's happening with the Dundorian happiness? Where's your happiness collapsing? Your speakers and stages access has tanked, and your food preference has tanked. Why? Stage is still here. Still working away. Alright, claims the load is at 100% though. Okay, so knock that up to 2. Still claiming the load is 100%. Whoa, that's getting even more unhappy. What is this? Speakers, markets and lavatories. Do these become 100% load? No. Why is there such bad coverage? Did I accidentally remove one? This one's not 100% load. No, none of them are 100% load. What are you complaining about, Dundorians? Chill out. Okay, they're chilling out. They're chilling out. Good. That was concerning. Could have had a riot on our hands. Okay, so Gothenburg. What they like is eating fish and meat. So we will be exporting probably predominantly fish to them, basically. Because fish is what we have the largest surplus of. They don't care for taverns because do they not drink? I think they literally don't use taverns. They don't use lavatories? Or is that just... Okay, things are grayed out when some things are grayed out when you have none of that pop. Okay. Obviously they want some clothes. They're easy to keep happy though, so maybe I cut their clothing allowance. That's what you get, being easy to please. They're also really easy to keep happy on furniture. They just want clay and stone. And then for buildings, they like living underground. Fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, benches. Benches give 0.5 happiness to everyone, don't they? Let's get some benches built. Here. Need to chill out. Come sit by the beautiful river. Sit by the bridge. Take in the scenery. Go and hang out near the round buildings. You make these bigger? Yeah. Here. Some nice bench access near near some of the prettier areas. Or here, go use a bench to watch the show. Nice. All right, hopefully that'll cheer them up a bit. And then here, once your farming day is done, why not head over to a bench, look out over the river next to your nice round columns. Good. Okay, Garthenry. They want to live underground. They want yeah, they don't care about quite a lot of stuff. They want humidifiers. They like some pillars, but they really don't care about it much. And they really want lots of meat storage, even more than these guys do. Okay. They like prowess and chivalry in battle. And they are going to be mostly Chamalor followers, I believe. No, mostly animism. Aminonism, I guess. Okay. Well, we'll give them a shrine to that over here. But we will do that in the next episode. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one where we will set up our mines and then we will set up our tool production. And we'll have to deal with some fairly long-range logistics. Get our stuff out to these, get our people out to these mines. But until the next episode, thanks for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.